Hello and welcome to Locator Gaming. I'm Zach and I'm continuing on with my playthrough of Aeon Trespass Odyssey. We are back from doing a timeline battle into the voyage phase. So we are going to hopefully get through to the next timeline battle in this episode, just doing the voyage phase. We do have a progress that we have to place. I already have 2 tokens on the Inward Odyssey, so I'm going to put it on the story card. So we're sitting at 4 out of the 6 that we need there. We've got all of our characters up here. My exploration deck has been put back together after the timeline battle, so the stuff that got taken out has been shuffled back in. I'll give the disclaimer again, very complicated game. I might miss some rules. If you see some stuff that I missed, please put it in the comments down below, because other people who are watching this video later might learn from my mistakes and see the corrections down in the comments. All right, so that was the encounter step. What day are we on? We are on day 7. I'm sad that I didn't get to investigate the giant shell in the battle. That was my mistake. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. After the encounter step is the advancement step. And we do have a structural technology on our timeline. We do have quite a few potential structural technologies. I think the one that I want is the one that leads to hope logic, though. So this one, what does it actually do? Okay. Let me just double check hope logic. Because I think hope logic is the one that we can try to avoid gaining doom. Where? Oh, those are all combat ones. The peace, hope logic. Hope logic is... Yes, so I want to try to get hope logic. So I'm going to go this time with this one. I don't know why I just put those away, because I got to get it back out. We have rhetoric. It's anti-indoctrination philosophy. Let's actually read the flavor text. The message of the Labyrinthians is insidious, as it takes root in fear, and fear is constant. We must guard against it. All right, it leads to hope, logic, and deeply embedded spies and hope logic. We'll look at hope logic later when we actually build it. And put all that stuff back in our projects deck. This one gives us the right to do a test. We have to gain Argo Fate to get rid of a Despair token. If we have any priests, we can also use a priest to get rid of the Maze-Touched Affliction. We will add that to our built items. Okay, that's the advancement step. I'm not going to do any crafting right now. We have several days, probably like 6 before our next timeline battle. Assuming we don't get jumped by the pursuer, who's right up on our grill. Right next to us. We won't have a fight for another 6 days. We get 1 combat, 2 combat advancements, and 1 more structural technology before that. Maybe we'll have some more Argo ability things we can build with our combat advancements. But we do now move to the story step. So we get to take our 2 tokens. We don't have enough on the story card. There's not enough on the... We don't have any story events. I don't have any Nemos. There's no secret codes. The Doom step is a different step. All right. So we're going to +1. It's going to take us to Glitch in the Engine. We're on 3 Argo Knowledge. Glitch in the Engine. What page am I going to? Inward Odyssey, page 92. You're in the mess hall in the middle of supper when the Argo suddenly shudders and the loss of speed is instantly felt. You quickly make your way to the Aeoliophile engine room, where the giant spheres that make the Argo move spin in perpetual motion. I read that completely terribly. Where the giant spheres that make the Argo move spin in perpetual motion. Many of those spheres are near motionless now. Others spin far faster than normal, dangerously fast. There's been a malfunction. Alcibiades reports, wiping sweat from his tired brow. The spheres are compensating for the loss of power. I don't know if the Argo can take any more of this. What can we do? Look for the breach. If you have 5 or more hull, lose a hull. I only have 4. Sweet. Any negative consequence avoided is a positive consequence. That's like a good outlook on life. I should write a t-shirt or make a t-shirt with that on it. Okay. After a while, you find the problem. One of the ambrosia pumps has been damaged. The ambrosia tank's wall is stained black, and the thick liquid overflowing, seeping out through microscopic cracks. You feel such bottomless want emanating from the dark mass that you take a few steps back. The air fills with the screech of metal, and the bronze wall of the tank crumples like dried skin. You realize it's going to blow, but it's too late to run, too late to warn anyone. You brace for the worst, and hear the deafening sound of 12 pumps dumping the tank's contents in perfect synchronicity, at a rate you previously thought impossible. The pipes should rupture, but they don't. The sabotaged pump caused a reverse flow to the distribution tank. The voice is vaguely feminine. It was about to go metastasios on you? Silly Argonauts. The woman who crawls from beneath the cluster of pipes wears revealing clothes and a strange headdress. Her eyes, they're not the eyes of a mortal. I'm what you would call a nymph, she proclaims, seeing your confusion, and I just saved all your lives. You're welcome. Build us a place worthy of the gods laid low, she adds, eyeing the engine room. She runs a finger along one of the pipes and then inspects it for grease. Not of worship, but of allegiance. If you do so, we might just pay you more visits. You do want us to visit, don't you? As she says that, she winks and disappears among the machinery. The old priest knows the nymphs. They are a group of powerful entities that sprang into being after the old gods of Olympus had died. Their motivations are unknown and their methods are inscrutable, he explains, and they like to play with the fates of mortals, just like their predecessors, but they may be bargained with. Work on the nymph Ataton begins immediately, but one thing clouds this promise of a strange new alliance. She said sabotaged. Gain the Strange Alliance Technology card. Secret Deck 1, card 2. 1 summoning charge, and the Engine Nymph summoning card. Secret Deck 3, card 27. You can now summon nymphs into battle or during your voyage. See summoning rules on page 22. Alright. Secret Deck 1 is one of the large tarot card size decks, I think. It is. Strange Alliance. And what was the other one? Deck 2? Deck 3, card 27. Is it also one of the large ones? It is Secret Deck 3, card 27. Engine Nymph. All right. The Olympians are dead, their mount razed, and their cults scattered. Howbeit, nature abhors a vacuum. The nymphs are completely alien to us, their motives unknown and unscrupulous, yet they may be bargained with. So we can gain a Doom and lose 2 priests to regain a spent summon charge, or we can gain 2 Argo Fate and 2 Doom to regain a spent summon charge. So we always have to gain Doom, but we either lose priests or gain Argo Fate, and we can get a charge back if we really need to summon a nymph. So here's the art on the card. It's kind of dark art on this card. Not as in like grim dark, but I mean just like the shading of it. 3 or less hull. When you're about to move the Argo, spend 1. Is that a charge? Spend 1 charge to summon the Engine Nymph. Move the Argo 2 times instead. Do not resolve any other voyage steps on the first tile you move to. Then the adversary moves. If the tile you ignored was unexplored, place the Engine Nymph token on it. Next time you enter that tile, discard that token and treat the tile as if you have just revealed it. So you don't lose out on the stuff that's on there, it's just unexplored. So I should note, does this have a summon limit? Yes, I get a summon limit of 1. And I have an Engine Nymph. But my hull is 4, so I can't summon the Nymph right now. My hull has to be damaged in order to do that, apparently. Or not 100%. All right, that's the end of Oopsie. The end of that. That's the end of the story step. There's no doom. Okay, we go to the end step. We're going to move. Okay. I'm going to continue on towards the edge of the board, edge of the map. We'll go this way, which is 11. Okay, no doom or progress, but there is an adventure. Oh, and this is the edge. Or maybe it's not, but we can't go that way. I think it is the edge because I remember the map going a lot more that way the last time I played. Okay, timeline step. We do get a combat advancement today. And we'll find out our timeline terrain today as well. All right, exploration. There is no progress, doom, or Titan symbols. Shuffle our exploration deck. Okay. 1 armament resource. And that's the end of a stack. And 2 armament resources, and the adversary moves. End of a stack. So 3 armament resources. Easy to remember. It could be lucky if we escape having the adversary pounce on top of us. Okay. 3 armament resources takes us to 5. All right. Now we have an adventure. A 3. Fated Conundrum, Maze Outcrop, Inner 3 is our terrain. For the next timeline battle, and we are going to Fated Conundrum Alpha. Fated 31. Oops. Bitter Seeds. It's Gods is the oh man, I said I was gonna bring a bookmark. That one does not have Gods. Death Follows has Gods, but so does Someone Waiting. And I only get to pick 1, and I did not record that on his sheet. Anybody else have Gods? No. No. It's a bummer that he ended up with both of them, because we can only get one. And it is M005. I guess I could record all of them, but whatever. Neither of them have a node. So which one? Make another Titan stand up. Sephiroth, when you were about to perform a power roll, add a black. I'm going to go with Death Follows. Is that good? It has the potential of making us better at doing damage later. Or someone, yeah, whatever. Death Follows. Yeah, no gods on that one. Bitter Seeds. Your scouting mission led you deeper into the jagged coast, where supposedly a few villages found a way to avoid the primordial terror. Your search ends fruitlessly, but on your way back, you are stopped by a woman in a tattered robe. She's in her mid-20s, but the geometric patterns of the tattoo that covers her face make her look older and more sinister. Have you heard the truth of the labyrinth? She asks melodically. If the Minoan guide is with you, see 004. Then choose. So we're going to come back here. Let's look at 4, I guess. 004. Argonauts, please, be wary of this woman, says the Minoan guide. She wears the tatters of the cult. She may look harmless, but her words are poison. Warn your crew. Subtract 1 Argo Fate or lose 1 Stranger. Make an Achilles tally mark. I don't even know how to say that name. Achilles? I don't know. We're supposed to get 10 marks, I guess. Okay, do we lose the Stranger or the Argo Fate? If we're going to get jumped by the pursuer, I think our fate could go down anyway. So we're just going to lose the Stranger. Then we don't have to gain a fate to get rid of the Stranger if we find a city later. And then return to the Bitter Seeds adventure. Okay, choose. You've heard whispers of this new faith of the labyrinth. Oh, if we do this one, we subtract an Argo Fate and our diplomacy goes up 1. Or the second one, our Labyrinthian's diplomacy goes up 1. Well, at least we don't subtract a Labyrinthian's diplomacy. So we're going to do the first one. You've heard whispers of this new faith of the labyrinth. You're new to this island, and the Argos crew is still looking for its identity. This is fertile ground for indoctrination. You best leave her be. You ignore her and go on your way. Subtract 1 Argo Fate and get Minoan's diplomacy +1. Okay, so we lose that fate anyway. I'm glad we didn't choose that. And we go to +2. Minoan diplomacy. And then we go to 0017. As you walk away, she grabs you by the skirt of your uniform. You may cover your ears, but the truth comes from within, not without. You are born, you live, and you die without knowing purpose of it all. It gnaws at you, this burning question, but there is no answer, for there is no purpose. Life is a meaningless conundrum, like the labyrinth itself, made complex to mislead. Let go. You see some of your men considering her words. Gain a stranger. Least likely Argonaut gains Maze Touch Affliction. and the Haunted Nemos card. If after this encounter you have 3 or more strangers, you have to see 14, which we don't. Thank goodness. So gain a stranger, least likely Argonaut. So we go to the people that have... Well, let me gain the stranger first. To the people who have 1 card... There's only 1 person that who has the least amount of nodes, and that's Deston. So he will gain... Oh crap, what number was it? 17? Yeah. At least like our Maze Touched Affliction in the Haunted Nemos card. Maze Touched. That's not good. We got all those things that allowed us to get rid of Maze Touched in the last battle too. Maze Touched and Mark J1. Yeah, J1. Labyrinthian Diplomacy -1. And Nemo's cards. Haunted. Sounds lovely. Once per adventure, may we re-roll any D10. Yeah, he looks like he's having a great time. Your past lingers like a waft of cold air. Something happened to you. Something unspeakable. About to roll D10 adventure, add 3 to the roll. Oh, that's nice. Okay, Haunted. M009 is the first code. All right. Oh, wait, I gotta add... Shoot, did I forget to do that over here too? Cunning and Endurance. I did. I did forget. Cunning and Endurance. And this one is Wisdom and Will. So +2 and +2. This would be a good character to give the carving weapon to, because that's a wisdom check. Get us some extra resources. So we'll probably shift some folks around. We do not have more than 3 strangers. We only have 1, so we're not going to go to 14. I think that's the end of the adventure, because it didn't say to go anywhere else. Okay. What's next? Timeline battle, no. Advancement, still no. Story, no. Doom, no. Okay, next day. Oh, should I go down? I'm gonna do the top of the map. So we'll go here to 6. Okay. You know what? I didn't look for secret codes on that last one. There's a progress. So we'll be at 5 out of 6. Timeline. Oh, shoot. I got to do the combat advancement still. Hang on. Back it up. I forgot about the combat advancement. What do I want? I have all of the requirements for these things. So do I want the potential to get better weapons? What does this lead to? Pursuer sighting, specialized trireme weapons, and hecaton sighting. Support equipment. Support equipment is nice because I could get the stuff that helps me move, but I might worry about that when I'm about to fight a level 2 Labyrinthoros or whatever it's called. Both of these are Argo abilities. I can lower danger, or I could gain rage. What did they lead to? Sighting, hecaton sighting. But these other ones also lead to those things. I think three monuments, 2 calcified knuckle bones, which I don't have. I do have 2 fleshy mantles for a great tree club. Teeth copiche, 2 monuments, 2 muscle clusters, 1 infused mechanism. Do I get another combat before the next timeline fight? I do. It's hard not to go for the weapons. Although Crisis Protocol also lets me lower danger, which is good. Yeah, we'll go for the weapons. It leads to Pursuer sighting, specialized trireme weapons, hecaton sighting, and Pursuer sighting. Let's take a peek at these real quick. Specialized triremes. Naval ram, 11 triremes. Holy cow. 5 infusement. Jawbone axe sounds interesting. Pursuer, and so this pursuer sighting stuff takes resources from fighting the pursuer. And you have to do a pursuer level 1 battle. I have to do a hecaton level 2 battle before I can build that one. Okay, these ones might be a little further down the line. These are the weapons we could build now. When it comes time to craft, I will take a peek at that stuff. Okay, that was the last, finishing the last turn. I did that little out of order. 9 exploration. All right. I'm not gonna say anything out loud regarding anything when it comes to what comes out of this deck here. Not gonna do it. First stack is, wait, I gotta do the progress first. So I'm gonna make that a 5. Am I? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I forgot to do that first. That comes before doing the cards. Okay. First stack. Oh God. Stack over. And second stack. Oh, stack over. Okay, so we got 2 armament resources and 1 trireme. The adversary moved once. 2 armament, 1 trireme. Takes us to 6 armament and 12 trireme. Right on our tail. story. Wait, was there anything else on here? No, just the progress. No story stuff because it's 5 out of 6. No Doom. Okay, just keep going up, I guess. Move the map down a little bit. It's number 1. R&R. Any codes? Nothing obvious. This looks like the top corner. I mean, it is tile number 1, so I'm pretty sure it's a safe assumption. Move. Man, I'm just trying to stay away from that dude. Timeline. Okay, it's day 10. There's a structural technology. We'll try not to forget. Here we go. No progress, no Doom, no Titan symbol, but an R&R symbol. Some of these are kind of sticking together. Old sleeves, maybe. Okay, we'll cut. And stack number 1. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Stack number, that ends the stack, so stack number 2. Oh boy. Minoan fleet. Resolve an effect based on your diplomacy with the Minoans. Neutral, each Argonaut gains a danger. What would it be if we were friendly? Gain 4 trireme resources. That would have been a welcome gift. All right. And that's out till the next timeline battle. Can we continue the stack? Oh gosh. Hornsworn fleet. It's another removing one. Neutral, still with the Hornsworn, I believe. Yes. Chosen Argonaut gains 1. And we continue the stack. I still wonder if chosen means anything. Whatever. I'm just going to pick somebody. It doesn't say random, so it doesn't say least likely or most likely. Somebody that will not be taking a bunch of the hits at the beginning, probably. Except I might want to switch this person. So who has the... She does. She has the knockback reducing thing. Heraclides has extra movement. Theoculus, you have the ability to stand up. So I think these two are going to swap weapons. So we'll give it to Heraclides. Sure, that's fine. And that's out until the next timeline battle. And continue the stack. Oh boy. Okay, I might have to throw in a cut here to think about this now. Because I can do 5 trades. So I'm going to have to take a break real quick and figure out what I'm going to want to build. And come back, because this is a good opportunity to swap some stuff to help me build what I think I need to build. So I'm going to throw in a quick cut and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I have my trades figured out. I'm thinking maybe I should have gone with the support stuff now because the weapon that I got has made me not really maybe need to do a lot of these other low level, especially like two-handed weapons. So I think in the future I'm going to try to make, after I get the support upgrade, I'm going to try to make 2 of the little attachment things that allow you to reflex to move by spending a fate. But I also think I'm going to build some whale knives and just replace the siren teeth. It's kind of like a direct upgrade-ish to the siren teeth. But in order to do that, I'm going to use the line for muscle clusters to raw ambrosia, do 2 muscle clusters into 4 raw ambrosia. Then I'm going to do 1 fleshy mantle into 3 raw ambrosia, 1 armament into 2 triremes, and then 5 raw ambrosia into 1 calcified knuckle. So I'm netting here 2 raw ambrosia to take me to 8 after I spend the 5, taking me to 2 calcified knuckles. I go down to 2 muscle clusters, and I go down to 1 fleshy mantle and 5 armament. Takes me up to 14 trireme. I'm probably going to get some triremes on the exploration. Oh, I didn't add this armament either because I'm not done with my exploration stacks here. This one is also a continue and also a remove from the stack. This is the stuff that I have the ability to build. I had to write that down. It was like a lot of stuff to keep track of. All right. It's the stuff I can build. Okay, we got to continue on with the stack here. Please don't move the adversary. Why do I say stuff out loud? Oh, okay, good. It's a monument. So I get a monument and an armament. It takes me to 6 of each. It does end the stack, right? Yeah, that ends the stack. Okay. Well, the unfortunate thing is this deck has been thinned by 3, which makes the adversary movement things more likely. Again, why do I say things out loud? Okay, that was still just the exploration step on this day. We do have an R&R hub on our tile right there. And we are in the expedition step. So let's get our R&R adventure table out. Nine is the burden. If marked, mark the second box, proceed the patch number. No, okay. The burden is the name of a thing in this game. But that's cycle 2, I think. What are we looking at here? Are in our adventures 85. 9. Wailing pierces the night, though it's the cry of a grown man, ba, a sage. It still sounds like the bawling of a newborn child. You would think it the result of a brave battle wound, but it couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, it was the result of low water intake and a poor diet. Surely it can't be this bad, you say, looking at the pale face of the old priest, or other visible signs of trauma. No other visible signs of trauma. Be silent, insolent child, for you know not the renal invader ravages my body, how this renal invader ravages my body. You're not so sure. Sure, you've heard about kidney stones, but come on, how bad can they be? Oh, they're bad. Trust me. They're so small, sometimes you can't even see them. These men are clearly exaggerating to wring every last ounce of sympathy from you. Still, this has to have been going on for a few hours now, with no end in sight. Healers, scholars, philosophers, and ex-priests, all men, none has succeeded in the struggle against this insidious foe. You just need some 800 milligram ibuprofen to take for a couple of days, and eventually you'll be fine. The old priest has been put in a small bath with hot water, dubbed the Kid, and then me in parentheses, the Kid Baleon. Given ample water to drink and some more or less useless herbs. He needs to write it out, says one of the healers, and if it gets stuck, the mortified look on the man's face speaks volumes. Then it will ride him. Hang in there, OP. I guess that stands for old priest. One of you says encouragingly, not really knowing what else to say. Throw your well-intentioned drivel into the bottomless pit the eschaton turned Mount Olympus into, you damn brat. Wow, the old priest is he gets a little feisty when he's in pain. It's over in the morning. The old priest spent, but happy. In fact, you've never seen him smiling so much. You fear his teeth will fall out. The release, the sweet release. Dear Argonauts, you have no idea what a god's curse it is until you try giving birth to one of these. He raises his hand, though you struggle to see what he's holding. So minuscule it is. I hope you never find out. Gain 1 progress. All right, and this one actually has another faded box on it. So there's a continuation to the old priest's kidney stone story, apparently. Oh boy. Okay, progress. We have 5 on our story card. I'm going Inward Odyssey here. We're only on day something. 10. Timeline battle? No. Advancement? Yes. Technology? Advancement. Let's check our combat. Don't care. Ooh, Hope Logic. I think we just go Hope Logic. I mean, I got that other... I'm not even going to think about it. We're going Hope Logic. Should I think about it? I don't think I need Shallow's Navigation yet. Titan Hunting. We're going Hope Logic. What does it say? For nothingness does not exist without purpose, to which it stands in opposition. It fears it and tries to douse it with doubt. And in that moment it betrays its weakness, for if there is no hope of purpose prevailing, why go to such lengths to silence it? Hope. What does that say? Font infinite. Okay, we can do a saving throw. Gain an Argo Fate when you're about to gain Doom during the voyage or adventure phase to test X plus, where X is 9 minus the number of your current Doom card. So we are on Doom card 8, so right now it would be 8 plus, so a 30% chance. So we can lower the Doom we're about to gain by 1. So as the Doom cards progress, this gets more and more valuable. It's a good thing, I think, to spend Argo Fate upon. That leads to nothing. Absolutely nothing. And if you know what movie that's from, put it in the comments down below. Except you, Bernd. I know you know what it is. Okay, that was the technology advancement. Story is still at 5. Doom is at 4. Okay, that's the end. We're going to move this way because we're not going to voluntarily fight this guy just yet. That is card 2. Secret codes. I don't think so. Not a lot happening here, except for a Titan. And we are not allowed to go down because it's an island. Let's mark the timeline. We get a combat technology here on day 11. Progress, we get a Titan. So we are at 8 regular Dreamwalkers. We have Jerry, our named Titan. So we're sitting at 9 out of 10. Okay, here comes the pain. Stack number 1, gain a monument resource, and in the stack. Stack number 2. Well, friends, guess what that means? It's a double adversary movements, and we continue the stack. Boom, boom. Two trireme resources. There's the ones that we traded for. Okay, 1 monument and 2 trireme. Takes us to 7 and 16. And then I'm pretty sure at the end of the step, so this has to come out until the next timeline battle, which is not that far away. Adversary. I'm pretty sure it's at the end of the step. It's like an immediate fight, right? We don't wait until the... I mean, I guess the encounter step is basically 2 steps away. Moving the adversary, page 16. If the adversary is already present on the map, if the adversary is not on the map, important accepts adversary movement. If the adversary on the same map tile as the Argo, remove its minerals from the map and trigger an adversary battle. You must resolve the adversary battle at the end of your current step. All right. How far are we? I'll just put it in the next episode. So we're going to call that here for this episode. We did some moving. We did some trading. We did some inward odysseying. Now we're about to do some fighting of the unfriendly guy. Anything else I need to do or can do before it starts? I don't think so. So, okay, I will clean this off, get the board set up to do an adversary fight. And like I say at the end of all of my videos, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy everything I put up on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.